Angela Merkel has been one of the most powerful and influential people on the planet for a long time now. She was even Time's Person of the Year in 2015, which is impressive considering that that was the year Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, I think. And look, I don't really know. The pandemic has warped my sense of time. And this is something early in her career that nobody would have seen coming, because when she started out in politics, she was underestimated by everybody.
The fall of the Berlin Wall led to the rise of her political career, a shy figure thrown into the spotlight. This mousy figure who blushed readily and was mocked as the milkmaid.
Merkel had an astonishing rise through German politics because her mentor, the long-serving Chancellor Helmut Kohl, had pragmatically needed a woman and someone from the former East Germany in his cabinet. But the political novice revealed both a politically lethal streak and a capacity to outplay her male rivals.
She had a knack for toppling those who underestimated her. Her mentor, the formidable Chancellor Helmut Kohl, used to tease her for her provincial manners. And yet, within a decade, she was calling for his resignation as he faced allegations of corruption. By 2005, she'd become the country's first female chancellor.
Who would have thought the highest office would go to a woman so soon?
Yeah, Germany elected a female leader long before America did. But I mean, that's no surprise. Germans have always embraced diversity. Like, you could look back at the last, say, 76 and a half years of German history, and you can see that that's true. And her rise is especially unexpected considering how little people thought of her when she started. I mean, to be the butt of jokes from her peers, that must have hurt. Especially because Germans only make one joke a year, and then they saved it for her. Okay, milkmaid, that was funny. Milkmaid. Okay, no more laughing. Back to work. But if there's one thing we've learned from movies, it's that you should never underestimate the shy, mousy woman. I mean, she's all that. The Devil Wears Prada, the Blair Witch, they all ended up winning. And here's the thing, though. Long after she established herself as a global force, Merkel still had to contend with fellow world leaders who didn't treat her like an equal. And coincidentally, they were all dudes.
Berlusconi arrived at a summit with his cell phone plastered to his ear, leaving his hostess, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, on hold. Chancellor Merkel greeted other leaders and waited. After about 8.5 minutes, she gave up and left.
She managed to reset Germany's relationship with George W. Bush. But Bush's warmth and respect often came off as cloying. The moment that seemed to sum up their odd couple relationship, Bush's over-friendly back rub at a St. Petersburg summit. If President Bush could be too touchy, President Trump famously refused to even shake Merkel's hand.
Several years ago, Putin brought a large dog to a meeting with Merkel, apparently wanting to test her, knowing she has a fear of dogs. She was terrified, says one analyst, but didn't flinch.
She was still able to joke about it in fluent Russian.
God damn. I like dogs, and that dog scared me. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's like an evil Clifford. And obviously bringing a dog to that meeting was a dirty move by Putin, you know, but on the other hand, he didn't cover it in poison first, so by Putin's standards, that is some good diplomacy. And as for Trump, a lot of people blamed him. They were like, he didn't want to shake hands with her. No, he just learned his lesson. And he reaches his hand out. He doesn't know what it'll grab. I can't control it, folks, so now I keep it here. For real, though, the way these leaders treated her is embarrassing. I mean, imagine being the head of one of the most politically powerful countries in the world, and still, everyone is treating you like you're in an episode of Mad Men. And you can't even really do anything about it because there's no HR for world leaders. What are you going to do? Tell the UN that someone rubbed your shoulders? I mean, they don't even do anything when there's a genocide. We are going to issue a forceful statement about... Sorry, what? It was vetoed? Okay, well, we tried. All right, next up, climate change. What? Vetoed as well? Okay, well, we tried.